Okay, so print and cut's really not that hard. I'm going to show you something very basic. If you want to go into your files, your library, and grab a shape, I'm just going to grab this shape. Or you can make your own shape with the free tools. I'm just going to ungroup these. And I'm just going to work with one of them. Alright, so this is the shape that we're going to use. And let's say I want to make a label and call this first block. You can change your font, make it whatever font you want. This is my new favorite font. Alright, so I want this to be printed in black, the font, so I'm just going to fill that black. I'm also going to make the line color black. And you can do one of two things. You can print this on colored or pattern paper or cardstock, or you can have the Silhouette fill in a pattern for you. If you click on the shape and you go to the patterns, open fill pattern window up at the top, you have some free patterns that come with the Silhouette. You can also buy patterns in the Silhouette store. The ones down here that say My Patterns are ones that I have purchased through the Silhouette store. So I'm just going to choose a pattern, and it's going to fill your object with the pattern, whatever pattern you choose. It's very simple to fill. You find one you like, whatever. Alright, so once you get your pattern the way you want it and you get your font the way you want it, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to turn off the cut lines on your text. So if you go to the cut lines menu, anything that's red is going to be cut, but we don't want the first block to be cut out, we just want the shape to be cut out. So if you click on your text and then hit no cut, it's going to turn off those cut lines. So right now you have a shape, you have text on top of your shape, you can center it, whatever. I'm just trying to do this quick to show you. Alright, so now you're ready to print it. So you're going to have to, whenever you do print and cut, you have to use something called registration marks. So you open the registration mark setting, and you're going to click on Show Registration Marks. And what that does is it puts these little marks on your paper when it prints, so that when you load it into your Cameo or your portrait, the software will read it and know where exactly to cut out that line. So from here, now you're going to go to File. First go to Page Setup. If you're using letter size paper or cardstock, or if you're using 12 by 12 cardstock, you may have to adjust your size. I use sometimes 12 by 12 and sometimes I use the letter one. So you just have to adjust that, and it's going to change your paper size, and you may want to do that before you start playing with your object. See, now mine is too big, so I'm going to have to adjust the size a little bit. Okay. You see this gray area right here? You don't want anything to be in the gray area, otherwise it won't print correctly. Oops. Grab this, move it here. Alright, so now you're ready to print this. So once you get your page set up, you're going to go to File, Print, and this is going to print from your printer. So you would hit print. I'm not really going to print because you won't be able to see it, but you would hit print and it'll print on your printer. Once you get that printout, you leave the file open on your computer and you take that paper or your cardstock or whatever you printed on, stick it on your mat, and then you feed it into your Silhouette or your portrait. I forget you have the portrait. And then you're ready to cut it. So you're going to go to the cut settings and make sure you choose whatever you're cutting, if it's cardstock or whatever. So I'm cutting cardstock. It'll adjust the speed and the thickness, and you can adjust the blade on your portrait if you need to adjust the blade. And then you're going to hit cut. And when you hit cut, it's telling me I can't connect because my silhouette's not on. I'll turn it on real quick. When you hit cut, and you load your cutting mat in, it's going to tell you that it's reading those registration marks. So it's going to move the mat around to read the registration marks, and then when you hit cut and it's done, it'll cut this out, and then you're done. That's one way to do it with the fill pattern, by using a pattern that's on the software. If you just want to print it out on some pattern cardstock or plain paper or whatever, you just wouldn't have the fill pattern. I can take that off and click on the no pattern, and then when you print it, it'll just be on the pattern cardstock that you have. That's what I actually use for my labels. I just printed it on some chevron cardstock. So I hope that helps. Let me know, and good luck.